Welcome to Selenium automation testing. So today in this video we are going to learn how to take a screenshot in a Selenium. Okay, so in automation testing script, whenever we find any bug or error, so we need to capture the screenshot and attach with the test case. Okay, so first thing is we need to take the screenshot of the web page. Means I will show an example. If we are going to automate this sign in button, okay, and the task is to verify that the text of this button should be sign in. Okay, so we capture the actual output from the system by launching the URL, and we have one expected output. We compare both the output. If actual and expected output both are same, then our test case is pass. We don't need to take a screenshot. And if our expected output and actual output is different, then in this situation we need to take the screenshot and attach with the test case. Okay, actually it's depend on your project requirement. Sometimes what happen, if the actual and expected output is matched or not, we need to take the screenshot. Okay, actually it's depend on your requirement. So in this video we are going to learn, if the actual output and expected output is not matched, then we are going to take the screenshot. Okay, I will clear one doubt, the difference between actual output and expected output. Okay, so the expected output is the text of this button should be sign in. Okay, this is what we expect, but after launching the URL, whatever the value we got from the system is known as a actual output. Okay, the output which is written by the system after launching the URL is known as a actual output, and whatever we expect is expected output. Okay, so this is the common difference. So I have written the code for the launching URL, which is Google. So now the task is to get the text of this element and compare with the expected. So we have one string value, expected title. Okay, expected title should be sign in. Now we take the actual output from the system and then compare both the output. Okay, so how to get the text of this element? So first thing is we need to find the web element. So we use web element interface. Web element is equal to driver dot find element by dot xpath, and then after finding the xpath we take the text. So we use element dot get text, and it will return one string value, in the form of string. So I will store using string. This is the actual title. Okay, let me save. So let me inspect this sign in button. Just right click and click on the inspect. It will provide some additional information which is known as an attribute. So I will take this ID. So just press Ctrl and F. Let's jump inside a document. So // our element comes under the A tag. So I will write A, and I am going to use ID attribute. So I will use @ID is equal to this one, GB underscore 70, 1 of 1. Okay, let me copy, let me paste over here. Okay, so this is the output, actual and expected. Now I am assuming that I got both the output, expected from the script and actual from the website. So now I will write some condition. I will write if condition. If expected title dot equals method is there, equals ignore case I will use, equals ignore case actual title, then I will print as of now system.out.println both titles are same, otherwise system.out.println title mismatch, or otherwise we will take screenshot. Okay, if the expected title and actual title both are same, then it will return both titles are same, otherwise it will print take screenshot. Okay, let me run this code. After the execution of this code I will write the code how to take the screenshot. Okay, let me save. I have called this method inside the main method, so let me run. I have written same value, so in this situation it will print both titles are same. Okay, let's see. It will execute the whole web page and then start the execution. Okay, let me open Eclipse. Okay, we got some error. First of all, I need to write some method, driver dot quit method. Okay, driver dot quit method is there, and let me run. It will take few seconds. Just wait for the execution. Okay, so it written both titles are same. Okay, so in this situation we don't need to take the screenshot, but I am expecting only sign in. This is my expected title, but system will return sign in text. Okay, so in this situation my both title are not matched, so we need to take the screenshot. Let me show you. After this execution I will write the code how to take the screenshot. Okay, so in this situation we need to take the screenshot. Okay, so let me close this. Now I will remove this, and here I will write the code how to take the screenshot. Okay, only 2 lines of code is there. So let me start take screenshot. Okay, then we use driver dot get screenshot method is there. Get screenshot as I will write output type dot file is there. Okay, so this is the first line. It will return one file. Okay, so I will store inside the one file. File is a class, file f is equal to take screenshot driver dot get screenshot as output type dot file method is there. Now we need to take the screenshot and store inside the one folder, so as of now I will use file handler. File handler come from the Selenium. File handler dot copy method is there. Dot copy. Okay, so the source of the file is this one, f. F is this way. Okay, f. Now I will create the new file. So I have written new file. Just a minute. Okay, new file. Okay, then path name. Okay, means path name in the sense where I need to store the file. So it will throw some error, so let me use throws. Okay, so in this double quote I will share the location where I need to take the screenshot. So I have created one folder, screenshots. Okay, let me copy and paste over here. Means I am going to store my screenshot in the E drive and the name folder is screenshots. Plus inside the screenshot folder, okay, I have written some, okay, or better to use plus, it will create one image. So image should be in IMG or in JPEG format. So as of now I will store JPEG. Okay, and I will provide the name. Means inside the E drive, inside the screenshots folder, it will create one file. The name of file is XYZ. So it will create one file with the name XYZ and type is JPEG. So let me save, Ctrl Shift F to arrange your code in a proper way, and Ctrl save. So this is also throw some error. Okay, throws, save. So it will take the screenshot of the web page and store inside the E drive. Inside the E drive it will store inside the folder, this screenshots folder with the name xyz.jpeg. So let me save and let me run. Okay, as of now I don't have any screenshot. Let me refresh this one. See guys, I am not able to see any image because as of now I don't have any image. But after the execution it will take the screenshot and store inside the E drive. Okay, the browser is closed, so I think we got the screenshot in a folder. Let's see if we got or not. Okay, let me refresh. Okay, I think we didn't receive any screenshot in this folder. Screenshots. Plus xyz.jpg, everything is fine. Okay, let me run one more time. Now it will store this, it will take the screenshot. Okay, or let me close this one time. I get some idea. We need to provide this double backwards. Ctrl Shift F, Ctrl save, and then the name of the file and then dot format. Okay, so this is the standard format, and better to remove this one. Okay, so it will comes inside the E drive, then inside the screenshots folder, and then it will create one file using this name and this format. So let me run. it will take the screenshot with xyz dot xyz name, and type of file should be jpeg. Let's see what it will return. Okay, closed. Now let me open this one. Okay guys, able to see this is the screenshot we just captured. Let me see some property. Just right click, properties. So just 1 minute ago. Okay, let me open this one. Okay, I write jpeg, so we need to write jpeg. Okay, just save and run. So it will take the screenshot of type jpeg. Just wait for the execution. It will take the screenshot and close the browser. Browser is closed, it means screenshot is captured. Okay, we got the screenshot with the name xyz. Okay, let me open this one. So this is the file with the format jpeg. Okay, we got the screenshot, but okay, let me open this one, then I will explain one more concept with the taken screenshot, okay, which is I think more important. Okay, so this is the screenshot. Okay, so let me close this one. So we have the screenshot. Okay, good, but in this web page we got problem with this web element which is signed in. Okay, so after taking the screenshot we need to draw border around this screenshot, means we need to draw the border around this sign in web element and then attach with our test case. So better to draw the border at the time of taken the screenshot. So how to draw border around the web element which got some issue, which got some error? So I will write the code to draw the border before taking the screenshot, means it will draw the border around this web element and then take the screenshot, so it should be more understandable. Let me open. If I open this image, it will return the complete screenshot, complete web screenshot, but I am not able to see where is the issue with this Google logo or this Gmail or image button, which button. So I need to manually draw the border around this sign in button and then attach with the screenshot. This is the first situation, or better to draw the border at the time of execution. So how to draw border around the screen, around the web elements? So we use JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript is a interface. Okay, JavaScript executor. Okay, JS is equal to, I will return the code how to take the screenshot, JavaScript executor, and then we pass our driver. So I will write driver. Okay, now as I said, JavaScript executor is an interface, so we are not able to create the memory. Okay, we are not able to create the reference variable, only we are able to create only reference variable, not memory, by using new keyword. Okay, so let me call the method. So js.execute script is method. Okay, it will take two values in the form of string. So this is the code. So I will write arguments 0 dot style dot border is equal to 3 pixel solid red. Okay, and around which element? Our web element. So I will provide the web element. Let me save. So this two line of code is used to draw the border around the web element before taking the screenshot. So if we get some mismatch between the expected output and actual output, then it will came inside this if block. It will draw the border around the web element and then take the screenshot. Okay, so as of now we have, let me delete this one, we have only one screenshot which is XYZ. I have already opened this one. Okay, so now if we get the error, then it will draw the border around the web element and then take the screenshot with the same folder with the same name, xyz.jpeg. Okay, here we are able to see one more interesting topic. Okay, let me execute this one, then I will show you. Control save and I will run the code. So it will draw the border around the web element and then take the screenshot. So it should be more understandable. We don't need to draw border manually. Okay, because we are not the manual tester, we are the automation testers. So we draw the border. See guys, I don't know you are able to see or not, but I have proof. I have screenshot. I will show you. Okay, so this is the, let me refresh. So this is the screenshot. Let me show you properties. This screenshot is taken before 6 minutes ago. Okay, let me open this one because we run our script just now. Okay, able to see guys, this is the web element where we get some issue. So we don't need to draw border manually now. Okay, we draw the border just before taking the screenshot. Okay, let me close this one. So okay, so this is the only one image as of now. Okay, as of now we have only one screenshot because we get some error at the sign in web element. Okay, let's consider one example. On Google's web page you are automating two test cases. Okay, the first one is this sign in button and the second one is this Gmail. So you write the first test case with this sign in button and you got the screenshot. So as per the requirement you have taken the screenshot. Okay, and the proof is, okay, it will take few seconds. I will explain you one more interesting topic. Okay. Okay, I think we closed. Okay, let me open one more time. I am excited to explain, I am excited to share my knowledge with you, but okay, so this is the, let's consider one example. You have written, your task is write two test cases. The first one is with Gmail and second one is with sign in. Okay, you have written the code for the sign in and you got the error, so you taken the screenshot. Okay, good. So second task is to check this Gmail text. So let me inspect this one. So I hope it contains some ID. Okay, no, it contains some Gmail text. Okay, so just press Ctrl F /A. I will use text method is equal to which one? Gmail, one of one, copy, Control copy, and let me paste over here. So the expected output is after the second execution if we got some error, because the expected is sign in, okay, or expected is Gmail button and we got only Gmail. Okay, so I have one screenshot for the which element, sign in web element. Okay, I have already taken one screenshot with this sign in web element because we get some issue. Now I have written the code for the Gmail and I will run the code. Then it will again take the screenshot after drawing the border surrounding the web element. Okay, Gmail should be surrounded with the solid color, solid 3 pixel red color. Okay, surrounded, taken the screenshot and it will close the execution. Just a minute. Okay, close, let me close this one, and I got two different images. First one is for the Gmail and second one is for the sign in. Okay, but when I open the folder and refresh, I got only one method, only one screenshot. So let me open this one. There should be two images, two screenshots. First one is with the sign in and second one with the Gmail. Okay, but we got this mail, we got this latest screenshot. Okay, it will remove first screenshot because the problem is we have written this one, so it will remove first image each and every time and again take the new screenshot. Okay, so now you don't have any proof that this sign in button is also not working properly. You have only this Gmail proof. Okay, so better to, whenever you take any screenshot, so you need to provide unique name each and every time. Okay, and we don't know means how many times we got some error, means based on the error we take the screenshot, but we don't know exactly how many times we got the error, so we are not able to change the name at each and every time, right? So provide some such type of name which automatically changed at each and every second. Okay, please consider the situation. If I will write this name for the all time, so it will just change the screenshot with the latest one. At this time it will return the screenshot with Gmail. I have already taken the screenshot with sign in but with the same name, so it will change the first image with the second latest image. So I don't have any proof with it with this sign in web element. So I need to provide some situation, means the name of the image should be automatically changed at each and every second. So I will show you how to do this. So in your system, this time is not fixed at each and every second. Okay, it will change at every single second. See, so whenever you take the screenshot, so just replace this name and paste your date and time. So whenever you take the screenshot, just store with this date and time format, so it will be different for each and every second. Means if you get the screenshot at 57, the next time when you take the screenshot it should be 01, 02. Means each and every time the name of this file should be changed, so no override method is there. Okay, so let me take the current time. I will take current date and current time before taking the screenshot. Okay, so each and every time I get some different second, so it will not override my images with old one. So how to take the current time and current date? So I will use new simple date format is there, simple date format, and I will provide the type of format. So I will use year first of all, then I will use month, then date, and I also use hours, minute and seconds. Then dot format method is there, dot format, and then I will use new date, new date. Okay, so it will return one value in the form of string, so I will store inside the string, and the reference variable is file name. Okay, so now I will change this name with this name, file name. Okay, so let me use some plus icon is there, again plus, I will write inside the double quote, this is also inside the double quote. Okay, so just change your file name with this reference variable file name. Control Shift F and Control C. I have used this second. It will create the major difference between each and every second. Means if I get one error at 15 second, it will take the screenshot. If I get error at 18 second, then it will, the name of file should be changed. Okay, so it will not override my previous image with the new image. It will take the new image each and every second, because at, if you, as you able to see here, second is not fixed, it will change at every 1 second. So if you take the screenshot at every 1 second, it will store different images with this new second. Okay, I will show you. Now I have one screenshot, okay, with XYZ name. So after executing the web page, first thing is we need to draw the border around the element. So this 2 line of code is used to draw the border around the web element. Okay, and before taking the screenshot, we need to exit date and time. Means this is also known as a one proof. Means at this date, at this time, we got the screenshot, we got the error, and I have taken a screenshot. Okay, so this is the proof, another proof, and I have stored the file with this date and format, date and time format. So let me run this one. So at this time it will draw the border around the Gmail and then get the actual current live time and then take the screenshot and store with the live time. Okay, closed. Okay, let me close this one and then I will show you. Okay, changed. Let me run, let me open this one. See guys, able to see, today is 16th May, okay, 2020. So the type of file is JPEG, but the name of file is year 2020, then month, then date of the month, then it will take the time. It's 22, means at 10 PM 43 minute 54 second. Okay, so if I change the element, now I have take the screenshot with Gmail. Now I am executing the sign in. So I will just create the XPath. ID is equal to GB_70. So @ID is equal to GB_70. Control all copy and 1 of 1. So let me replace here. Control Shift F, Control save. I have one screenshot. I have taken one screenshot at this time, 22 43 54 at 54 seconds. But as you see here, the time is changed now. This is 45. So it will take the new screenshot with new name. Okay, so now I have proof with this both element. First one is with the Gmail and second one with the sign in. So let me run. Okay, so in this situation it will take the second screenshot with the latest time. It will execute, then draw the border around sign in and then take the screenshot and will closed. Okay, let me close this one. See guys, we have two different images, okay, with different time. This is for the Gmail. So when I open this image, so developer should be able to understand, means this Gmail element get some issue, get some error, and second error with the sign in button. So to draw the border and store the file in such a particular name, that name should be changed at each and every second. So better to take the second as a name of the file. Okay, and if we take only second, then it should be create some another issue. Okay, so better to take complete date and complete time whenever you take the screenshot. Let me open this one also. Okay, so this is for the sign in. I have two screenshot. I got two error. Okay, the first one is with the Gmail and second one is the with sign in. I have taken a screenshot. I will attach with the test case and send it back to my manager and with the to the developer. So it will change the code and again send it back to me. So whenever you take the screenshot, as per my point of view, this 2-line or 3-line of code is most important, because better to take the screenshot in such a way that we don't need to do any manual work. We don't need to draw the border around the web element and then attach with the screenshot. Better to draw the border around the web element just before taken the screenshot. Okay, so this 2-line of code is used to draw the border around the web element. Okay, and this line is used to take the new file name at each and every second. Okay, and just store here, replace, and it's depend on you. If you use JPG, IMG, everything is okay, but use only image format. Okay, or JPG, means any image format. So I hope guys you get some idea from this video. If you take the screenshot, then please apply this 3-line of code. Please apply, it will really help you. Okay, and my aim for this video is to enable you, means I want to just share my knowledge with you. So I give my best based on my opinion. I will create some more video with the Selenium automation testing. So I just recommended you, when you take the screenshot in a Selenium automation testing, just write this 3-line of code before taking the screenshot and then take the screenshot. It will more meaningful. Okay, so I hope guys you get some idea from this video. If you really like this video, then please click on the like button and subscribe to my channel. And guys, I will share this code with my blog. Okay, and I will provide the link of my blog with this image descriptions box. So if you want to see this code, just open my blog and copy and paste and whatever you want, but just understand the situation why I have written this code. This is for the draw border and this is for the take the unique time, take the unique name. Okay, so I will provide this code with my blogger. Okay, just open my blogger and see how I implemented. So I hope guys you get some idea from this video, and thank you so much for watching this video guys. Thank you.